Good afternoon, Pio Nation. I hope you're doing well. My name is Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. In just a matter of moments, we will have our League of Legends team go up against Waldorf College as part of the College League of Legends season. If you were with us earlier this morning, we saw already some exciting matches in Rocket League and Overwatch. Our Rocket League team took a Highland Northern 3-1, and our Overwatch team, they played valiantly but fell to Tiffin University 1-3. But we'll see if our League of Legends team can put together a winning match for us today. So everyone's in the lobby, so I'm going to get the lineup for the League of Legends team. So in the top lane, we have MC Lyco Stratiata. I'm going to say Lyco for shorthand. Sorry, Aaron. I have senior Aaron Nee. We have in the jungle, freshman Kyler Wheeler Raylick. Sophomore Leah Wichakowski, Muki 12345 in the mid lane. At AD care, we have senior Ian Darling Brimstone Bro. And then at support, we have freshman Bethany Holstein, Maxi Boo 101. Last week they played against Indiana Tech, and they did fall 0-2. Indiana Tech was a very good team. I know the coach personally does a great job there. And we'll see how the team does this time around. Everyone's already in the lobby, so I'm going to go ahead and get into Discord because we do have another person helping with commentating. All right, here. Hello, Tyler.
Hello.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone as I try to get this set up so you can see everything.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Tyler Sanicho. I play on the Overwatch team here at Marietta College.
Yeah, okay. Just checking one thing real quick with the rosters here. So let's see here. Yeah, so hold on one second, folks. We're just double checking some roster stuff to make sure everything is good here. So just be patient with us as we work it out. And of course, Tyler's going to see all my screen stuff as I'm trying to figure out the right Discord and everything. So let's see if I can find the right link. Here we go. And we're just double checking some things here. Appreciate everyone's patience as we're just making sure we get everything figured out. Get back over here real quick. Make sure we have UI and everything. Go get audio set up here. All right, looks like everything is good. Should have champion select underway. Everyone's already in the lobby. So Marietta says they're ready. And we're just waiting for Waldorf to say that they're ready.
I've never heard of this college before.
Be honest, I haven't either. I know they're legit. They follow us on Twitter. Speaking of following on Twitter, if you want all the if you want all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on Twitter at Marietta Esports. And we are underway. So let me get champion select up. I think Marietta is on the blue side. So here we go.
And you get epic esports highlights.
Oh yes. And we're gonna see Dr. Mundo being banned. I'm a little hurt by that.
Yeah, it's been a while since I casted a league game. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be struggling with the characters more now than I did originally.
That's okay, but Dr. Muno has a special place in my heart because I love playing him. So I'm sad to see him banned.
Well,
I know.
Marietta or?
Yeah, Marietta banned him. He's had a rework, but he's still not as strong. But they must have seen something in Waldorf's roster they didn't like. Hecarim's been banned. I know Relic's been playing him a lot in some of our scrims. Looks like Mary's going to ban out the Nautilus. Nautilus is a very good support champion. It's one of those where if you're not going to pick it, then you need to ban it. You don't want to play against it.
True. Now, I'm assuming that we do have a new player on the roster for Marietta.
Yes. Yeah. MC Lyco Stradiata is a new player from who joined us over the winter break. And then we made some changes to our role. So Relic is playing jungle, Miyuki's playing mid lane, Brimstone's back at ADC. And we're seeing a Fizz ban as well. This is another one of those where he's very niche. Like, if you go up against a really good Fizz, you're going to have a bad time. And it looks like Waldorf's strategy is...
Relic had a good Fizz, if I remember correctly.
He's had... It was more of his Diana. He has a really nasty Diana. Yeah.
Definitely something to be messed with.
And it looks like Waldorf's strategy has been trying to ban out Relic's jungle pool. It's not as diverse as his mid lane pool, so they're trying to really limit what he can do. But he's going to first pick Graves, very strong jungler. This is one of those guys where if he gets ahead early on, it's hard to take him down. But then again, you could say that for most junglers, especially Graves. Very aggressive in the early game. So I would definitely see a lot of ganking going on there. And Waldorf is blind picking Kai'Sa. They really want her. I'm actually surprised they're first picking her. She's very good, but usually if you can like get a counter pick to pick into it, that'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know what Marietta's strategies are now, as Relic is going to play Leona?
No. Now, you can... Okay, so this is one thing that you haven't seen with CLaw. So there's a feature called League Unlocked, which means you have access to all the champions for free. So what's happening here is we're not using Pro Draft to select. Everyone can just pick the champions that other people want, and they'll swap them at the end of the pick phase. So that Leona... Relic's
picking Leona, but he's not going to play Leona.
Right, he's picking it for support for Maxibu.
Okay, definitely something that MC has played with in the past. Usually it's the Nautilus coming out from Rico, but I'm assuming we don't have Rico anymore.
Rico has graduated. He has moved on, so he's... We miss him very much, but he's moved on to bigger and better things. Yeah, so that Graves is actually going to go to Relic in the jungle. Lyco is going to be playing something else for top.
I just realized that the dude from Waldolf, his name is Qui-Gon Jinn.
Okay, we're going to double...
Definitely going to be some interesting things as we see Marietta implement a new strategy than what they did last semester. Last semester, they were a really good dominant team with the roster that we had, and as people move on, we've had to make some adjustments. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they've developed a new playstyle over the offseason. I'm pretty sure Drake has worked with them quite a bit on some new structures.
Yeah, and I have to give also credit to Relic. He's been also working a lot with the team.
I think that Brimstone will be fine. See him on some comfort ADC picks. I know he used to play ADC before, and he had to flex to jungler last season. So.
Oh yeah, and here, like, Misfortune is a very strong bot lane right now. Brimstone's very comfortable with it. So this is actually a pretty strong bot lane for Marietta with the Leona Misfortune
and Leona.
Yeah, but they are going to go up against Kai'Sa Thresh. Thresh is another very annoying support. If he gets his hooks off, can really initiate some plays. Very interesting choice there with the new pick for jungle. Very snowbally. Yes, the pun with that is intended, but it's just very interesting choice there. So to see how that goes out. And the final bans, we're seeing some targets in the mid lane by Waldolf against Muki, take out both Nico and Lux. She does like playing both of those. And then Marietta is focus banning top lane, trying to give Lyco a favorable fight by taking out the Ornn and Malphite, which are two very strong top lane champions. And are we going to see a Seraphine in the mid lane? Yes, we are. We are going to see a Seraphine, folks. She's a very interesting champion. I loved her when she was support, and now is not as viable. It's a Sona, but better, but still pretty fun to play. And it looks like Marietta is going to round out with the Gnar to go up against the Garen in the top lane. Now we'll see what the final pick is for Waldorf, sorry. I gotta make sure I pronounce that correctly. So what are they going to pick up against the Seraphine? Because they have not picked their mid lane just yet.
No, I don't know anything that had happened over the offseason. I don't know. I'm not a league player myself. So I don't know of any ban or any buffs or nerfs or anything that went down over the break. So definitely this is already a lot different than what I was seeing last semester, which was fairly the same thing coming out from both teams.
Yeah, I mean, definitely things have been buffed and nerfed. Probably the biggest thing is they changed how itemization works. So now there's like these set of what are called mythic items, and you want to try to make that your first completed item. So they're going to be working on building that. You can only have one mythic item per game, per person per game. And then you can have like
probably going to be giving that to Relic.
No, per person per game. Everyone can get a mythic item, and there's different ones depending on your playstyle, which champions you're going to be picking. So a lot of it's going to
be key to make sure you pick a good one for your character.
Yes, so good itemization is going to be a bigger part in the game now, and then also with that you can have now other I mean you can still have a full item set, but it's really you want to get your mythic item completed as soon as possible. So I know that's been a big change. But aside from that, I mean, they haven't made any changes to the Drakes or the Barons or the Rift Heralds. So all the game mechanics have stayed the same. It's really about the itemization and just typical hero champion changes that you would see during the normal season. All right, so we're just waiting for the spectator delay. This may be a good time to test out our predictions. So I'm going to go ahead and set one up, Tyler, if you want to explain how that works.
So with predictions, we are giving our fans, the audience, a chance to bet their channel points on whether or not Marietta or the enemy team will take the series. You never know. Maybe there are some fans of Waldorf College in the Twitch stream, and they want to cheer on their team as well, as long as with us cheering on Marietta College. So we were giving the fans opportunity to engage in the game themselves. So
I'm actually going to set this to a 5-minute thing, so people will still have about like 2 minutes by the time they see it. But we'll do 10 minutes. 10 minutes is fine. Starting prediction. There we go. But yeah, so while we were waiting for that, I did notice earlier got a couple of subs. So thank you so much for subbing, whether it's a regular sub or a Prime Gaming sub. Your support is greatly appreciated. It helps with supporting our program, whether it is helping with purchasing equipment, whether it's getting apparel, jerseys for players, being able to put on events. We have quite a few events coming up in the next few months. I'm not ready to announce anything specific just yet, but I am really stoked about what's going to be happening in February and March. So hold on to just Hang on for dear life, everyone. We're going to have a lot of stuff to show you in the coming weeks, so your help is going to be greatly appreciated. Even with just viewership, one of the things that we are going to try to do this semester is push for partner status. So in order to do that, we do need an average of 75 concurrent viewers. And yes, that is going to be a monumental task considering we average about 10 to 15 per broadcast, but I think we can do it. And how do we do that? We get the word out. So let people know about our Twitch channel, follow our channel whenever we're broadcasting, come check it out. I'm thinking maybe we're going to try to do maybe some casual streams during the week just for fun. So we're going to do a whole lot of stuff here, and your support is going to help with making that happen.
Oh, we forgot to judge the skin battle.
Too late now.
I was going to say, the Kaisei won it anyway for me.
Alright, I'm going to try to get some audio going here. Alright, and let's get this game underway. I'll minimize that so you can actually see the game. There we go. And double check the chat thing. The chat thing has been a little weird. I think we're going to see chat stuff, but that's fine. But here we go. Marietta College versus Waldolf College.
And they can't type in chat as much as we do, though.
Yeah, it's true. But anyway, so we're seeing the typical 5 points. No invades, no trick plays, no level 1 stuff. Yeah, those things are going to happen. I think it's something with Spectator from the latest patch. But we do see Grave and Lyco kind of sitting in that pixel brush in the top river. Maybe trying to see if LeBlanc will overextend a bit. Could be. Garen's not too far behind either.
Oh, I think they know.
Yeah, they're pinging. They know they're there. There's the ward coming out. They're gonna get spawned. They're gonna retreat. It was a good try though.
She's just floating. What is that?
Yeah, it's just like her little. It's like her little segue. That's what it is. But no, the reason why they say in that pixel brush is they were going to see if either Garen or LeBlanc was going to try to ward the pixel brush, because that's a very common strat. So in order to do that, you would have basically have to face check the brush. So if she face checked, she would have been dead.
Possibly.
So it looks like Rayleigh will be starting over in his blue, but both sides are going to start with their blue jungles.
It's like Maxi Boo and Brimstone in the
bot lane, yes.
I'm just so used to Rico in the bot lane. I'm not used to Brimstone in the bot lane either. So I'm used to him wandering around in the jungle.
Well, he's a lot more used to playing bot lane than he is playing jungle.
Oh yeah, definitely know. Definitely know that he definitely must be excited to be back on his comfort picks.
Oh yes. We're seeing level 2s coming out.
Definitely an interesting game we're gonna have here. It's almost like it's with the role swapping. It's almost like we have an entire new Marietta roster versus a roster of Waldorf College, a college that we haven't played before. So
it really is. The difference though is that everyone is for the most part, everyone's playing a position that they're comfortable with. Lyco prefers to play top. Yuki prefers mid, Brimstone prefers ADC, Max prefers support. So the only person that's in a position that's not really his bread and butter is Rayleigh at jungle. Of course, he prefers to play mid, but he knows enough jungle to be able to do it.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how much of an impact Rayleigh can have in the jungle, as we've not seen him there before. But Miyuki taking a fight in the mid lane, looking to get beat out by 2 members of Waldolf College as she does fall. As 3 members of Waldolf College came in, I think 4 maybe, I might have miscounted, came in to secure that kill.
Well, it was the Ignite Ticks was what finished her off. Straight Shifty did come in with a new ball, so we're going to try to finish off, and we're seeing that Rayleigh's getting caught by 4 members. He's getting very low. The threshold comes in, has to flash.
Really trying to flash out.
Yeah, they get a flash. Yeah, they had to burn flash and heal, but he does not go down, which is critical.
That would have been very bad for Marietta if they were to lose Relic in the jungle at this point. The fight, they need that Graves to build up as much as he can at the moment for the later game. But Waldorf doing a great job of assisting one another in the fights, as you can see that like it almost turned to Waldorf College as it looked to be a 3-on-2 from Marietta, but next thing you know, 2 more members of Waldorf College showed up, which made Marietta have to run.
Yeah, they're definitely very coordinated. And they know that Marietta's comp is about trying to win the early game. So if they can hold themselves in the early game, then they're going to be in good shape. Because the Kai'Sa is more of a late game type champion, if I remember correctly. So if Marietta does not win by 20 minutes, they're not going to scale as well. Especially Graves. Graves is not a late game jungler. He's an early game jungler. So Marietta's strategy is to win by 15 minutes.
That would be astounding if Marietta won by 15 minutes. The only time I've seen Marietta win a game that fast was last semester versus, I think, maybe Bethel. I think it was that game where they beat them in like 16 minutes or something like that.
I guess, let me rephrase. When I say win by 15, I don't mean like actually take out the Nexus 15, but like they're so ahead in gold that they should be able to finish the game. There's a lot of these games, like you know the outcome way before the Nexus falls, as long as there aren't any critical mistakes. Yeah, so what I mean by win by 15, like they're just super ahead by 15, so they should be able to finish it out by 20 or 25 minutes. But that is their game plan. They need to be able to get that far ahead early on, because otherwise Graves is not going to be as viable in that late game. And we're seeing Nudu trying to set up a play, gets that ward was there to detect it, so it's going to retreat. So what's interesting, we're seeing a lot of roaming by Maxi, going around just trying to establish some vision. And vision is definitely a very important part of the game. Games can be won or lost depending on whether you have sufficient vision or lack of vision. Because if you have vision on the enemy team, you know where they're at. So like if they know where Nudu is at all times, then they know when it's safe to push, when they need to fall back, or if Relic needs to be able to counter gank or react based on whatever their jungler's doing. So yeah, great job there with establishing the vision.
And it's good to see that Maxi coming in and out, or roaming around a bit, knowing that Brimstone can handle himself in the bot lane, that Waldorf isn't necessarily going to make a push just yet. But they are going to push onto the Wind Drake, and it seems as though they will get that. But if Relic gets caught out in the jungle, then Maxi could be there to assist him.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, Marietta had some vision, but nothing around the Drake, so they weren't able to, they probably detected it, but there wasn't anything that they could do about it.
They probably didn't make a proper move to where the Drake was setting up to set up some wards around it to see if when Waldorf was going to make their push to the Drake.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look around the Drake, there's 2 control wards and one, and the Scuttlebrush, the Scuttle Crab ward. So there really isn't any vision there by Marietta. So it's just a free Drake for Waldorf.
Which is not what you want, but it's not the end of the game just yet. Just because they got one Drake.
No, by all means, like they're up by, well, they are up by almost 1,000 gold, and the difference there is just the kill, the first blood that LeBlanc got, and it looks like Eminarch is a little ahead of Lyco and CS. I mean,
oh no, this could be bad for. No, he's able to get out.
Yeah, he's gonna get away.
Almost got caught channeling. Would not be a good thing. Sometimes going back to spawn can kill you.
Yeah, we're seeing Nudu is just playing very aggressive in the jungle, trying to get some vision, trying to counter jungle. But the game here seems to be to try to shut down Relic and prevent him from being relevant.
Well, I'm pretty sure if Waldorf has done any scouting, then they would know what Relic is capable of.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, but the thing is, despite that, Raylick is one person. There are still 4 other members of Marietta's team. So, so if Waldorf plays better as a team than Marietta, then they could take the series. So it's going to come down to, can Marietta play as a team better than Waldorf plays as a team?
I think that's always an advantage that Marietta had over other teams last semester, was that other teams were too focused on shutting down the star players rather than actually playing as a team. And Marietta, they had learned that that's what teams were going to try and do, so they learned to play as a team better and able to capitalize on that.
And we're seeing that Gang 10 bullet time's going to come out, but no one's going to go down just yet. The threshold comes out but does not connect with Raylick, and despite getting a couple flashes and some summoners, they're not able to secure any kills. And there was a somewhat of a gank attempt in the top lane, but Lyko was able to escape just in time with a flash.
Yeah, that was close. Marietta would have been up by 2 kills, probably claiming the first tower of the match if they were able to win that fight. But Waldolf was good in retreating. Got back to their tower in time and were able to retreat to spawn. Even though Marietta was up in the health pool, they just can't take that fight because of the tower. However, now Marietta members maybe looking to assist Miyuki in the mid lane. No, they're probably going to go set up for the next.
No, they're pinging for Rift Herald. They want to get that Rift Herald, so they're trying to get, because they already know they don't have the Drake, so they're going to try to see if they can get Rift Herald, which will allow them to put pressure in one of the lanes. And Marietta should be able to secure this. 4 people are up there. The only one that's not there is Brimstone, so he's got to be careful. And Marietta will secure that Rift Herald, and then it's just gonna be a matter of where they're going to use that to be able to push.
You see, Brimstone knew that he was going to be alone in the bot lane, so he starts to adjust through the jungle to come closer towards the mid lane to be closer to his team in case anything were to break out. Because Waldorf could have easily taken advantage of that 2v1 and slayed Brimstone down at the bottom lane. As Leono's desperately going back to try and support Brimstone as he's trying to fend off Waldorf from taking the first tower of the match. But what is this?
They're going for another gank.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Garen or
Lyko, or like
his character is Gnar. If you want to just use Gnar, that might be easier. But yeah, that was a very aggressive move by Garen there, flashing in, knowing that Nunu was there to try to set up the ulti and execute him. But a great job there by Gnar to leap away. He does have a leap ability, which allows him to leap over it. So while he didn't have flash, he still has mobility.
He's still hunting him though. Is he gonna try and take the one-on-one and fight? But he probably shouldn't. Versus the Garen. Gnar probably isn't in a good spot to take this fight, so he wants to just farm minions and try to back off. But Gnar wants him.
Yeah, he can leap away, and he does have a little bit of range. So if he's able to poke him a little bit, that will help. And of course, once he hits Mega Gnar, that's going to be pretty good too. Infernal Drake is up, and we are seeing the Pioneers start moving in. Waldorf is already there. Marietta's going to have to go in if they want to take this.
That looks already half HP.
Yeah.
This isn't good. Marietta, they're going to have to invest some ultimates or something to maybe try and win this fight, but Waldorf takes the dragon, slays Raylick, and now it's a 4v2 for Marietta as Brimstone tries to come in and assist. All the members of Waldorf dropping down to half HP. The ultimate comes out from Brimstone, bro, with a double kill. This could be a chance for Marietta to take a tower and maybe turn the tide of the game, as Brimstone, bro, is chasing down that Qui-Gon Jinn.
Well, I don't think they're going to get too much from this. I mean, it was a 2-for-1, but Waldorf got the Infernal Drake, so it's a little bit even. But the problem there is I don't think everyone was in position for it. Yeah, Brimstone was not near the Dragon Pit. He was still down by his tower when the Infernal Drake spawned, and Waldorf was just ready for it.
Yeah. And plus, they were already going into a fight with Raylick at half HP, so they were already down in numbers. I don't think that Waldorf invested any ultimates in that fight either. As Marietta invested the ultimate coming out from Misfortune. But they're gonna summon the Rift Arrow here down in the bot lane to try and take the first turret, and they do indeed do that. But I'm pretty sure that the Garen in the top lane has already weakened one of Marietta's turrets, so he'll probably be taking that one soon.
But yeah, that does give Marietta a slight gold lead. Which is interesting because, technically speaking, if you were to look up character statistics, individually Marietta is the better team. Individually, they are better than each member respectively. But Waldorf is just playing better as a team. They're handling the macro much better. But with that said, Thresh has gone off maybe a little bit more than he chewed, and he's going to go down to Raylick.
Yeah, that's definitely a punish coming up from Relic. Seeing his keen sense of game sense. As we have 5 minutes until the Baron spawns. Marietta, if they could take this Baron, then I believe it can make up for the lack that they are down 2 Drakes. As Marietta's looking to take... Probably heading towards the top. No, mid lane push here. They want to take another turret as not the Garen in the top lane just did take down the turret. Qui-Gon Jinn forced to retreat. There's no way he can take a 5v1, but his teammate, Straight Shifty, does come to assist, but Marietta has already killed the turret and is looking to turn on to Qui-Gon Jinn, but he does escape into the jungle. Nice! That's a good push coming from Marietta.
Yeah, 2 towers there. Garen did get one in the top lane, but opening up mid lane is just huge. And it looks like Garen might have gotten spotted. Marietta's trying to collapse.
Members of Waldorf are there to try and assist. It looks like we're probably about to see an all-out team battle.
They are looking. They're going to try to catch. And it looks like they're going to take the red buff instead. Giving that to Brimstone.
Waldorf not looking too good right now, but it is still an even game.
Yeah, we're only talking about a 600 gold difference. So the next team fight could definitely dictate who's in the lead. Not necessarily who's going to win, but it's definitely going to make a difference. Ocean Drake's going to be up about 1.5 minutes, so I would expect that to be the next point of contention. And we already see both bot laners have completed their mythic items. And even Nunu's completed his mythic item. Raylick has not finished his just yet. Just let me double check here. No, he has not finished it just yet.
So when the gold box around them goes away, that means they finished it?
The gold box is the completed item. So now we see Garen just got his Trinity Force. So and Nar has gotten his. So we're starting to see everyone getting their mythic items. So that will definitely help in the next team fight. Ocean Drake's in 50 seconds. Marietta needs to. They're going back. They're buying up, and they should be heading straight for this Ocean Drake and being ready for a fight. They cannot afford to sacrifice the dragon again.
True. Marietta does need to take this Drake because with the amount of mythic items coming up, if Wardolf takes this Drake, it's not looking good for Marietta. However, I personally believe that I feel like the mythic items have somewhat sped up how sped up the gameplay of League. Like, I don't know why, but this game just feels much faster than any game I casted last semester.
A lot of games do finish between 20 to 30 minutes. That's the average game time. I mean, we're already almost at 20 minutes. The mythic item is definitely important, but it's just kind of like the first item. That's really all it is. I mean, it's not like super. I mean, it's very powerful, but it's really just coming down to a choice of what is your first item going to be. So instead of having a whole bunch of items to choose from, you have a smaller set of items that you want to prioritize first.
Right, and it looks as though Marietta is taking the Ocean Drake. Wardolf not really in a position to stop them from taking it, unless somebody jumps in and steals, but the odds of that are highly unlikely.
No, Marietta's in the right position where the only places where Waldorf would be able to try to come and steal the Drake, Marietta a spot miles ahead, and they would have jumped on that person. And they're going to go straight for Baron because Waldorf was like, okay, you're going to take Dragon.
So Wardolf wants to take the Rift Herald to give them the advantage in the Baron fight with the Drake.
Right now it's a 3-for-2. Marietta's going to have to retreat. Brimstone's going to go down, and that was just the only one that's left is Raylick, but he's not done yet.
Raylick 1v3, but the Graven gets the A's. I couldn't speak because I lost what the characters' names were.
That's okay. Yeah.
I was trying to say that the Graven pops his ult, taking out 2 members of Marietta College, and I forgot that his name was Graven.
Yeah. So yeah, Marietta secures the Drake. Waldorf starts up the Rift Herald and gets the jump on Marietta, and they were not prepared. They should have been prepared for the fight, and they weren't. and they were able, and Waldolf was just able to take out too many of Marietta, and then clean up, get the ace and the Rift Herald. So now they're ahead. Now it's only a 400 gold difference.
But they do have the Rift Herald going into Baron fight. So
yeah,
this could be good for Waldorf.
Yeah, my guess is they're gonna. Well, they'll use the Rift Herald to push a lane, but I think it would be very gutsy to try to go for Baron this early. It's just now about to spawn. You have to be super far ahead if you are going to go for a Baron at 20 minutes.
True. So we'll see what Waldorf does decide to do. Maybe they do decide to go for the Baron. Maybe they don't. It looks as though they're not in their team's making a slow rotation towards where Baron is, but you already see that Marietta College is blocking off the middle lane to keep them from getting towards that Baron spawn.
Yeah, it really, if Waldorf wants the Baron, they're gonna have to open up the mid lane for them. That way, it forces Marietta to react. They have to get that mid tower if they really want to shot at Baron, because otherwise, they're not gonna be able to get a good push. Marietta would be able to counter it.
The mid tower is low. They could take it down.
Yeah, there's some things coming out. Thresh may be getting caught. Leona's going to get the slow onto Thresh. He's going to have to flash away. And Marietta's going to continue to chase. They're going to slow down the Nunu, and they're going to jump in. Bullet Time comes out, takes out the Thresh.
This is good team fight for Marietta. Relic is looking to clean up Qui-Gon with a nice snipe in the mid lane.
Yeah, with that buckshot. So that's 2 down, and that's enough for him to go for Baron.
Yep, Marietta should take the Baron here. I don't see what could possibly stop them from taking Baron here. Like there's nothing in the video game that can stop them from taking the Baron here.
Well, it's taking a little while, so this may be a bait. They may be just trying to start it up, get Waldorf to get over here, and then be ready to jump on them. That's exactly what it is. They're gonna go straight onto Nunu.
The Gnar goes down to the Graven. The Graven popping his ult, taking on the Gnar. Railer dropping down to a quarter of HP. This is getting interesting.
All right, yes.
Both teams fighting back and forth and baiting one another.
So,
I think that the Nunu knew that he was trying to get baited.
Oh yeah,
and so the Graven came in with his ult to assist.
Yeah, they knew they were going to get the engage, and really, Waldorf was able to stop Marietta. Marietta's plan was never to get the Baron. It was to start up, to bait him out, and they were able to shut down Lyco.
Waldorf's in a good position to snowball right now, though. Literally and figuratively, but Qui-Gon Jinn does fall down to a sliver of HP. Relic chasing them. He wants to kill onto Qui-Gon Jinn, and it looks as though with the help of the Gnars, they will get that. Waldorf maybe pushing too aggressively with Marietta spawns coming back in. Down the mid lane. They did have the Rift Herald, but it seems as though Marietta was better equipped for the fight.
Now they're going to try the Baron again, because they know with mid laner down, and several from Waldorf have to back out. So now this is a free Baron. Now Nunu is there. He may try to get a steal in, but I think Marietta would be able to catch it.
Maxie knows. Maxie knows. She's already planning to flash him away. Marietta should be taking the Baron here, and this looking really good. I'd say this has been an even fight between both teams. Yeah,
they're gonna get Baron. It looks like they're gonna end up sacrificing Ocean Drake. It is spawning now. Waldorf was already in position to take it, but you know, Baron versus Drake, I'll take a Baron any day.
True. It looks as though, and Marietta, they don't seem to be faltered like at all. They're down by 2 Drakes, but they don't care.
Yeah, they're up by about 2k gold, but they still have to be careful. I mean, they did have they did get wiped in the team fight earlier, so if they do not execute their strategy properly, Waldorf can still mow them down. So they have to play smart.
Coming out from Marietta? I said mid lane push coming out from Marietta with Baron buff. Maybe?
Yeah, well, we're seeing a 2-lane push. We're seeing a couple lanes pushes. We see Lyco up top, gonna try to get that top tower. He should be able to get that uncontested. We see Marietta's trying to
top tower.
Yeah, just work on that. Brimstone's pushing some minions to the bot lane. Meanwhile, we see Relic and Maxi establishing vision in Waldorf's red jungle. We see Thresh is having to go around and clear a whole bunch of wards.
Yeah, Marietta's just trying to keep ward off out of the jungle so that they can claim this top turret.
And so that's another tower for Marietta, so that's going to help extend the goal lead. But yeah, look at how many wards that Marietta has in Waldolf's Red Jungle. That's what you want to see. You want to, because that's a lot of information that they can get. And because if they know where they're at, where Waldolf is at, then they can react. So now Marietta's pushing mid lane. They should be able to secure this tower. They're going to get the stun onto Nunu. He's going to get popped at half health. Garen's going to try to come in, spin to win. But he's going to get charmed. He's actually going to go down along with Nunu. So that's 2 for 0 for Marietta. And they should be able to... Well, they're going to have to wait for the next minion push to finish the tower.
The ultimates from Brimstone Bro have been phenomenal this game with cleaning up kills for his team in the fights.
It was actually the Baron-empowered cannon minion that was able to take up the tower. And Valkyrie is going to go for that inhibitor tower. They should be able to secure it. And I think they're going to try to push for the inhibitor.
This might be over. I'm not trying to call it yet, but Marietta is snowballing through Wardolf's spawn right now. They're not going to back up a little bit because Wardolf is starting to respawn.
Yeah. The whole plan there was just hit the inhibitor and then back out. That's already going to open up a lot of pressure for Marietta because now Superman is going to go that lane, and that's going to give them a chance to try to push some of the other lanes. So we see they're rotating top. They're going to use what's left of their Baron buff to try to push. And yeah, so you see the ping coming out right there, that top tower. They want to push their Baron buff to see if they can get that tower before their buff expires, which should be pretty soon.
Yeah, new Baron is coming out in 3 minutes along with a new Cloud Drake. Marietta, I assume that they want to take this Drake. I don't think that they need it, but I assume that they do want to take this Drake, or at least deny Wardolf the chance to get a 4th Drake.
Yeah, because if someone gets 4 buffs, Elder Drake comes out, and that makes things a little interesting. Yeah, we even see Relic is pinging that the Ocean Drake's going to spawn in 2 minutes. He wants that Drake.
Well, they need it. If they don't get this Drake, Wardolf is going to be in a really good spot to turn the tide of this game.
Yeah, we're even seeing Wardolf pinging the Drake. Marietta's going to head straight over there and start establishing vision. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a fight way early before, before the Drake comes out. But notice that they're going around, they're checking everything. Haven't really put any vision down just yet, but although they technically don't need any vision in their jungle just yet, they're ahead. Now we're starting to see some vision being placed down, or at least denying vision from Waldorf, sorry. I'll pronounce it correctly at some point. Raylick knows the
I've been pronouncing it correctly, so sorry to all those Waldorf fans in the chat. We suck at English.
Yes, we do. But yeah, now we're seeing everyone rotating around. Ocean Drake's in 50 seconds. Yeah, they're going to try to clear out the control ward there.
Now, will Waldorf take a fight here? I think they have to.
There's going to be a fight. It's just a matter of who gets jump on who.
They know that Marietta's there. They know all members of Marietta are at this Cloud Drake. This is going to be a 5-on-5 team fight. It's going to be whoever gets picked out first, whoever makes the mistake first. As we see the Garen almost gets picked off first by over-aggressing. So that's what's going to come down to. Who can utilize ults better, who makes a mistake and gets picked off first will decide who wins this team fight.
He's already had to burn his flash, so that's definitely a big deal.
The ultimate coming out from Brimstone, bro! You don't want to be in a small corridor with an AoE ultimate like that. This man has been on top of his ultimates all night.
Actually, that might be, yeah, with all that, that's really enough to finish the game.
Yep, as we see Marietta taking down some Nexus turrets and will eventually kill the Nexus. Dude, that was, in my opinion, that was a huge mistake from Waldorf. Going into the, I think they maybe should have made a split push, but going into that 5 people going into that small corridor, Brimstone Bro just says, hey, what's up, and ults them all.
Yeah, I mean, you just see how quickly things go. They got the early jump, they got 4 people down, were able to move up to and from that, they just can finish the game. They didn't even need the Drake at that point. They could just end. So yeah,
That was incredible play from Marietta. But it was an even match though from both ends of the spectrum. Waldorf definitely put up a fight for Marietta.
But yeah, so congratulations. So that's just game one. There's still at least one more game. I have heard from Waldorf that they do want like a small 10-minute break. So we're gonna go and take a break ourselves. And so we'll be back in a few minutes with game two with Marietta College versus Waldorf College. right, and welcome back. Let me unmute myself on Discord. That way Tyler can hear me. You can hear me,
Hello.
right? I'm going to take that as a yes.
You not hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I said hello.
Oh, okay. I thought you said no.
Oh no.
Okay. But anyway, we are getting the lobby set up for Game 2. Looks like Marietta is going to be on the red side this time. I'm going to make sure we're ready for champion select, so whenever that does happen. I think it's time to predict some possible bans. So what bans do you think either Marietta or Waldorf will be going with this time, considering how things went with Game 1?
Maybe the same thing. I mean, it worked last time, so I think some different bands will be coming out from Waldorf though. So
I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to ban out the Graves. I mean, their first 3 bans were targeting Relic, so it's going to be a matter of if they're going to ban out the Graves, which jungler are they okay with him picking?
hold on. Sorry.
Bless you.
Jungler for Relic. If they ban out the Graves. Honestly, I don't know his jungler pool like that well.
Would they
A
ban?
safe pick, maybe. I don't. I honestly couldn't
Let's see
tell.
here. Last time they banned Hecarim, Kha'Zix, and Olaf. I think that was the order too, if I remember right. I don't see them allowing him to take the Hecarim. So it's either we allow him to take the Olaf or the Kha'Zix. And both of those can be very scary. Olaf is definitely one of those where he's kind of an early aggression like Graves, and he does fall out as the game progresses, but he is more snowbally.
Oh, wait. I just remembered. Relic does have a really good echo.
That's true. Echo has been played in the jungle, although I don't think it's as strong right now compared to other junglers. So I would be very surprised if we saw him play Echo in the jungle.
It could come out though. He does have a good echo, so it could.
Okay.
So they banned Hecarim last time?
Yeah, I would expect him to ban that again.
Mm.
'Cause I know Relic's been using that quite a bit in scrims.
Maybe a Jarvan pick?
Jarvan's not as good right now, so I don't think... We'll have to see. Like, I'm just thinking, like, if they ban out the Graves, then among Hecarim, Kha'Zix, and Olaf, they would have to give one of those up, and Relic could take that. Now, maybe you pick something completely different from instead of those 3. But we are getting the ready checks in, so we should be getting Champion Select underway very soon. So as soon as we start, I will push this button that will allow us to see it. There we go! There's like this moment of silence just waiting.
Huh?
Never mind, okay. There's the Hecarim ban, so I was expecting that. Will Marietta make...
Just pick the Graves again.
Unless they first pick it themselves. That they could do that too.
True. There's the Dr. Mondo ban again.
Yeah, there's the Kha'Zix. So are they going to allow Rayla to take the Olaf, or are they going to still ban it and say, we're okay with that Graves?
You know, if I'm going to be real, I don't think that they're going to ban the Graves as much as they're going to ban the Misfortune from Brimstone. I feel like they might not have struggled as much with the Graves as it may seem. I think that they're going to try and ban an ADC more.
No, they're keeping the same bans as before. They don't see any changes that need to make.
So Marietta might just come out with the same roster this time, or same character selection. Ooh.
So far, all the bans are the same from Game 1. So let's see. They're going to go straight for that Malphite pick that was banned in Game 1. They want that in the top lane. So now Mary has a chance to counter pick that, so with whatever Aaron wants.
Oh?
He wants to play Renekton to that. That's a good choice. Renekton is very strong. Very strong top laner. Top champion, I should say.
Who's really gonna? Are you gonna pick the Leona for Yuki again?
Yeah, so he hasn't picked the jungle just yet.
Or not Yuki, Maxi.
Right, but this is it's a safe pick. So what this does is it doesn't give Waldorf a chance to counter pick. So even like if I were Waldorf right now, I would pick jungle and support just to try to get Marietta to reveal something. And they pick Alistar for support against the Leona. Once again, if I were Waldorf, I would pick jungle right now. But no, they're gonna go with the Callista? Really? Haven't locked it in yet. No, they're gonna go with the Tristana. Huh. Well, now Marietta can pick their AD carry, and he's gonna go. Oh, oh! Please lock this in. Please lock this in. Please lock this in.
That's real. Oh no. Wait.
Oh.
Maybe place. Wait, I don't know. Has Brimstone Bro played Samira yet since she came out?
Who?
No, I forgot her name. Oh,
Samira?
Hold on.
Yeah, he's
Samira.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said something else. He's played it, but she's not as good right now. I don't think he's as comfortable. He's comfortable with Kaisa, so he's gonna go with the Kaisa against the Tristana. But this is I'm surprised they went with this. I mean, Tristana is a hyper carry, so this is signaling that.
Oh.
Yeah,
they banned the Nunu.
They didn't like the Nunu. Nunu was very annoying, especially in early games. So they're just gonna say nope. Gonna take out the Lux, so they don't.
I don't know how I feel about this Lux ban.
Miyuki likes Lux. She's very comfortable with it, so they're trying to give their mid laner a winning approach. So they'll probably ban like Nico or Ari on the next one. I wouldn't be surprised.
Miyuki's probably gonna go Seraphine again then, probably.
Maybe. That's a very interesting ban. They have something very specific in mind for Miyuki if they're banning out Yone.
End of the line.
And there's the Graves ban.
Which is fine,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, Raylick's got options. But he'll probably pick his champion right now.
Yeah, they're probably gonna go with the. Yeah, they're probably gonna go with the jungler now.
Yeah, you try to save your mid lane pick at the end if possible. Hey,
Who?
Lilia.
I was actually going to say that.
Yeah, Raylick has.
I was thinking that Lilia might come out, but I didn't say something. It was just a hunch, but she probably should have said it.
Yeah, Lilia is something that Raylick has played before. Maybe not his most comfortable one. And we're going to see a Warwick to counter that. Warwick is a classic. Although Warwick is more of like a solo queue type jungler. Not really... Oh. Lucian mid. So where's... Okay, I mean, they have some AP with Mount... Say they don't have a whole lot of AP with this composition. Very AD heavy, and that could be a problem if Marietta decides to stack up a bit of armor. But at least now they know they're going to go up Lucian in mid. So
the Ari pick.
Yep.
That's Brimstone's Ari.
You mean Yuki?
I'm pretty sure that's like his best ADC if I can remember correctly. Wait.
Ari's a mid laner. Kaisa's the ADC. Brimstone's gonna play Kaisa.
Okay.
Yuki is a one-trick Ari.
Okay.
So
not a bad thing though.
No, I mean it's just that Waldorf has allowed Yuki to play it, so this could be very bad for them. He loves playing the Ari. Now sometimes the Ari doesn't work well, but against the Lucian, it can work well with the charms and the range. So yeah, this could be a very interesting turnout. But yeah, it does look like that Waldorf's strategy here is to try to win the late game. Tristana's a hyper carry. You got to make sure that Tristana does not get an early lead. And if they do go to late game, Tristana's going to outscale. But Kai'Sa's also late game. So I think they're using the Kai'Sa to kind of counter any possibility of a late game scale. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes in 2.5 minutes. I guess we'll go over a couple of things while we're waiting here. Just a few announcements. So first of all, we're just days away from February. And February is a very special month. When you think of February, what do you think of?
Getting it over with.
Okay. Not the answer I was looking for, but it is an answer.
Hey, the closer I am to finishing the semester, the better.
Okay, well, I think every single student would agree with you on that one. But we also have Valentine's Day coming up. And Valentine's Day is a very special day at Marietta College because it is the day that Marietta College was chartered back in 1835. So that is the Marietta College's annual day of giving. So this is where the college will be asking for your support to help with a variety of programs. You can contribute to the Marietta Fund. You can contribute to athletics, specific departments. You can contribute to esports. So we're doing it over 2 days, February 14th and 15th. So mark this on your calendar so you're aware of it. More details of exactly how you can help can be provided at marietta.edu/day of giving. Now, also things that are coming up with our esports program, we are always looking for more students who are interested. So if you're a Marietta College student interested in esports, please be sure to contact us. If you are a high school senior thinking about esports in the collegiate scene, be sure to talk to us because we do give out scholarships for our teams. And every month we do schedule tryouts. So our next tryout is actually going to be on February 13th, the day before the day of giving. So on the 13th, we will give you scholarships. And then the next day, we're going to ask everyone else to give us money. So if you're interested in trying out for a scholarship, I do have some QR codes up on the screen right now that you can check out. But first, you would fill out our recruitment form, which is bit.ly/MC-recruits. The MC and R are capitalized. You would apply for admission, so marietta.edu/apply, and then you can schedule a tryout to earn your scholarship. So bit.ly/MC eSport tryouts. Now, can you try out without applying? Yes, but you would not be awarded a scholarship until you have applied and been accepted to come to Marietta College. So, be sure to fill that out. So our next scholarship tryout date will be on February 13th. If you're not able to make it that day, we will be scheduling tryouts every month. We'll be scheduling one in March, we'll be scheduling one in April, but we only have a finite number of scholarships. So if you wait too long, you may say, do you have any scholarships to give out? And we may say, sorry, we're out of scholarships. So please be sure to fill out the forms and come talk to us so we can schedule that tryout sooner rather than later. All right, we are getting the game set up, so let me get the audio going here, get the UI set up.
Scholarships are pretty cool.
Yep. Who doesn't like scholarships, right? All right, here we go. There we go. So, Marietta College versus Waldorf College. Marietta's on the red side, Waldorf is on the blue side. Are we going to see?
I remember these games are only best of 3, right?
Correct.
So we have match point for Marietta right now in this series. See if they can not let it get to their heads and come out on top.
Yeah, interesting choice here where it looks like Waldorf is anticipating a possible invade. Just the way they're positioned in the bot lane. But Marietta is not going to go for the invade. But instead, it seems like Rayleig's going to start on his red buff, and Straight Shifty will start on his red buff as well.
Day of Giving. Sounds a lot better than Valentine's Day.
Yep.
You make it easy to be.
really the matchup I want to see here is the Ard versus Lucian. It's just going to be interesting. You have AD versus AP going on here. Yuki's on her one trick. We'll see how that goes.
Lifeguard skin.
There are some awesome skins. Yeah, and what's also nice about the top lane matchup with the Renekton being able to counterpick the Malphite. Malphite is a very strong team fighting champion, but Renekton can definitely take aggression early on and take a lead. We're already seeing just a substantial CS lead compared to Malphite. In fact, he's got to be careful because he could be the target of several ganks if he pushes too far in the top lane. We do see the Warwick, again, the Scuttle Crab there, so he may start working his way up top, knowing that the Renekton is in prime position to be ganked. In fact, he's going to have to start running away, probably use his dash. He's got the flash away. He's going to get feared. Yeah, flash was burned to get that push, but still a pretty good CS lead there.
Yep. Marietta in the red. Right now, taking a somewhat of a gold lead at the moment. Not too much, as both teams are still evenly matched within the first 4 minutes of the game. I guess you could say the game is still really slow to wind up, but it gets very action-paced once you get into the mid-game.
Yeah, we're not even 4 minutes into the game, and the action we've seen so far is just a gank attempt in the top lane. And that did allow Malphite to actually regain the CS advantage. I'm surprised that Renekton did not use his teleport to get back to the lane, but I guess he's going to be saving it for later. We're going to see Rayleigh there with the gank attempt, forcing Lucian to flash, very low in health, and does secure the first blood.
That's great punish coming out. It's Rayleigh trying to scare off Shifty.
A little ironic. The werewolf is supposed to be the scary one. He's getting scared off.
True.
And Lucian is going to burn the teleport to get back in the lane quickly. And because they know where Warwick is, Renekton can just keep pushing that lane. Looks like
Renekton versus Malphite battle is going to be definitely intense for this match.
Yeah, we see there was a possible gank attempt in the bot lane, but Rayleigh does get spotted out.
Oh, not able to clean up the kill. Unfortunate.
But that's okay. That's still going to push him at tower. He cannot push forward. So it's going to give a chance to Renekton to just kind of back away a little bit. Get another wave push. But yeah, I mean, despite being behind a little bit of CS, he is doing very well pushing the lane there. It's going to force Malphite to back.
I find it funny watching the mid lane battles. You see both characters, they just move in a straight line in the same direction. It's like they're mirroring each other. They're just blocking back and forth in the same direction. It's kind of funny to watch.
Yeah. You see Maxi roaming a little bit, getting some vision, maybe looking for something in the... Oh, we may be seeing a dive in the mid tower.
Oh no, Rayleigh's coming in through the jungle. Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn, you're not going to last long as Leona does flash him out. I don't think they're going to take the tower though. They are too low HP.
No.
They have to back off.
It ended up being a 1-for-1 trade, but it does take Qui-Gon Jinn out of the game for now. But Yuki's going to have to back out just to get some stuff. Cloud Drake is up, and well, it looks like... okay. Yeah, so with that, the entire bot lane for Waldorf was going to rotate up, but they're going to have to back away. So now Mariette's going to go straight for the Cloud Drake. You see the ping coming out for it. For at least the vision.
This a lot better than there's a lot better start coming out from Marietta than last round where they went down 2 Drakes in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're not going to start the Drake just yet, but they are going to try to get at least a little bit of vision. But yeah, I mean, they're already up by 1,300 gold 7 minutes into the game. Very good start. Let's see if they can extend this lead.
Qui-Gon Jinn getting aggressive on Yuki, almost being able to get the kill as his bot lane fight. Whoever's going to control this bot lane will be able to claim this first Drake of the game. Right now, I don't think Waldorf is going to be able to be in a position to stop Marietta from getting the Cloud Drake. However, you know, Relic is up in the top lane at the moment, so
yeah,
maybe they can, as Maxi Boot does get stunned out and will fall. Waldorf might be taking the first Drake.
Yeah, that's great gank attempt. Yeah, it was a really good gank attempt there by Straight Shifty, using the charge from Alistar to knock Maxi into a good spot to finish him off, and that's going to be a free Drake.
Oh, the Renkaton gets punished. This could be. Oh, they almost killed each other. I think that would have been the first time we've ever seen that happen. As Relic comes to try and clean up the Malphite, but Waldorf does take the first Drake. Relic will clean up the Malphite. Still an even match though. Marietta leading with a 1k gold deficit.
Yeah, Waldorf has closed the gold gap by getting some extra kills in the Drake, and we're seeing that Alistar punishing Maxi.
Maxi Boo getting stunned out again.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be careful because Alistar can definitely set up plays. That's the second time he's set up a play for his team. So they're going to have to respect that Alistar, the fact that he can charge from a distance.
Waldorf definitely closing in on that gold lead and pretty quickly. Maybe they can't afford to give up another kill at the moment. Oh, Qui-Gon Jinn and Relic running into each other. Looks as though Qui-Gon Jinn wants to win this 1v1. Relic kind of just wants to brush him off as, oh no, this isn't good for Relic. He kind of gets baited, caught into a 1v3, but Yuki comes in to assist Relic. Shifty going and trying to finish that kill off on the Relic, but does get caught out and punished with Burnstobo. Trying to retreat, he needs his help from his team who are behind him, and he will get that from Yuki. It looked as though Relic was going to get punished. Turned out to be Waldolf getting punished.
Yeah, great teleport there by Lyco to be able to get into position. Everyone else was able to collapse. Getting the early kill onto the Warwick definitely made a difference there. And you got to watch that charm. Tristan's having the flash. And Brimstone getting the kill from downtown. You love it when you see that.
I love seeing all the snipes across the map. So, 3 minutes remain until the Inferno Drake decides to make an appearance. We'll see if Marietta can take that one. So far, they don't have a great record of Drakes in this match, or in the whole series in general, but it's going to prove that they might not necessarily need the Drake at the moment.
You can always use a Drake, especially Infernal Drake. It's one you just do not want to ignore. And the fact that Marietta is winning the bot lane right now. Kai'Sa is ahead in CS versus Tristana. Should be ahead on gold. In fact, we checked the gold difference. It's about a 200 gold difference. Not a substantial difference. But if they can get that lane pushed up enough, then they can collapse onto the Infernal Drake. But they still got 2 minutes before they have to do it. Meanwhile, we see Renekton getting a push with the lane, but he's going to have to retreat, knowing that Warwick is there. But here comes Relic, maybe looking for a possible fight here. They're going to collapse onto Warwick. He's going to get stunned.
That's a 5-on-1 coming out, or yeah, 4-on-1 coming out. And it looks as though Marietta, they can maybe take the Rift Herald while they're at it.
Oh yeah,
free bonus.
Yeah, free Herald.
Definitely good play. Lots of good team assistance coming out from Marietta in this match.
So we're seeing, laning-wise, Marietta's playing much better than they did before.
Oh no. Qui-Gon Jinn, not again. Getting caught out in the mid lane by all the members of Marietta. I just saw Relic and everybody come in from the jungle, and it's just like, that's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, when you have all that going against you, that is going to allow Waldolf's bot lane to push up and get some more turret plates. So while it's great that Maxi is being able to roam around, the downside is she's not going to do the bot lane to help Brimstone. But on the flip side, that does help Brimstone because it allows him to soak up more XP. So notice that he's at level 8, whereas Joe Cool is only at level 7.
True. Let's see how much that Kaisa can make an impact in this game before he levels up.
Infernal Drake is going to be up in less than 30 seconds, so now's the time to get that vision set up and be ready to collapse down into the Dragon Pit.
Marietta gets this Drake, and maybe even one more kill along with it, we're gonna see a substantial gold lead come about as they're already up by 3k.
Yeah, we're seeing the bot lane already getting in position for the Drake, taking out the wards. So the rest of Marietta is going to start to collapse. We see Renekton moving down. His teleport's not up, so he's going to have to walk there very slowly. Yuki's going to teleport into mid lane.
Look, Relic's just gonna try to deal with anybody trying to cross into the jungle from the mid lane.
Yeah,
With the assistance of Yuki.
Yeah, he's just trying to zone everyone else out. Marietta secures the Infernal Drake easily. And they're gonna go straight onto Lucian, and he gets the lead in. Alistar's gonna get stunned. So there goes the cow. Actually, no, they did not secure the Drake. I thought they secured it, but I guess not.
It was just a good use of ults and team collapse as Relic and Miyuki came in from the jungle dealing with the people. Came in from the mid lane dealing with the people that were already half HP trying to cross through the mid lane into the jungle, and then Marietta just cleaned up.
Yeah. Okay, now Marietta gets the Infernal Drake. I think the thing that popped up was the Infernal Drake has spawned. If he tries to get the charm out, does not connect with more retreats. But yeah, we're already seeing a 4,400 gold difference, and we're not even 15 minutes in the game. This is what I meant by winning at 15 minutes, by being just a substantial lead. So if Marietta, all they have to do is just keep up this momentum, and they have the game in the bag.
Agreed. Marietta is in a good spot to take some towers as well. Waldorf can definitely come back though. I believe an Ocean Drake pick here, along with maybe a couple picks on the side of Marietta, can close that gold gap like instantly and give them a chance to come back. As I don't know what. Okay, the Alistar's trying to get another pick on Maxi Boo like he had been getting previously, getting a little bit greedy, and he might get it as Maxi Boo does get some up, but she does flash him instead, and Miyuki wins the 1v1 versus Qui-Gon Jinn in the jungle. But Straight Shifty's coming in to clean up the kill that his teammate could not. And the Renekton versus the excuse me, Malphite in the top lane. Rayla coming in to assist him. They're gonna commit onto this kill, dropping him down to about half HP. That could be a tower claim on the side of Marietta, but however, the bot lane is weak as 3 members of Waldolf are there to try to clean up the members of Marietta. They retreat to the tower to try to get some support, but it's just not enough as Maxi Boo will fall with the and Brimstone Bro shortly after.
Yeah.
They're like also weak in the top lane. Might get finished off by one of Wardolf's members, but nobody is in sight to do so. Might have to just retreat to spawns soon.
Yeah, everyone.
That's what I was talking about. One fight can maybe turn this as Waldolf takes a tower and close on the gold lead pretty much.
Yeah, that was a 3-person dive in the bot lane. Alistar once again just setting up the plays there to be able to take out Brimstone and Maxi. There was the 1-for-1 trade in the top lane, but Marietta did secure the tower there. So they still have a gold lead, but yeah, Waldorf was able to close the gap with some good plays. But now we see everyone's got their mythic items purchased. So we're gonna start seeing some damage flying left and right. right now is just trying to get established vision in the jungle. I was going to comment earlier on the vision that Waldorf actually had on their blue side jungle. They had pretty much the entire jungle warded, so that way if Rayleigh was going to make a play, they'd be aware of it. And we're seeing Renekton coming in, popping his ult, forcing Lucian to flash, using the call lane to try to burn him down, not getting anything. But we see a fight into the jungle, the river too. He ends up taking out Lucian. Malphite's going to go down, so it's a 2-for-0, and Marietta's going to continue to push in the mid lane.
This is bad for Waldorf. Marietta can make a almost full mid lane push onto that turret right now.
Except they need
If
minions.
they chose to.
They need minions. Oh, here are the minions.
Always need minions. Always need minions. As Shifty, he gets a little bit drowsy, falls asleep for a bit, and will end up falling as Alistar falls as well. This is not looking good for Waldorf as Marietta will take the mid turret. They might go kill Nexus turret as well. Maybe, maybe not.
No.
Actually, no. The smarter play would be to set up for Ocean Drake right now.
I think they're going to try to get the Rift Herald real quick. So they're going to get this tower, rotate there. They're going to rotate up to Rift Herald. They should be able to grab it before Ocean Drake is up. So I would say get Rift Herald and then go straight for Ocean Drake.
Definitely. They want this Ocean Drake. If they get this Ocean Drake, it'll be a little hard for Waldorf to come back into this as Rankatone does get caught up by 3 members of Waldorf. Does end up falling actually down to heavy speed. I believe Rayleigh comes in to assist and kills all 3 members along with the assist of Muki and Brimstone Bro.
Yeah.
And that just looked like it was going to be a good fight for Waldorf, but Marietta turned around and they're like, oh wait, you're approaching me.
Renekton was the sacrificial lamb there to bait out the rest of the team.
Look at the Rift Herald here. Maybe bot lane turn as well, but Waldorf going for the Ocean Tree? No one from Marietta is there to stop them.
Yeah, they're going to get it.
At the moment, Relic is running as fast as physically possible, pinging it. You can see he doesn't want them to take it, but there's only a quarter of HP left with 2 members. Are they going to get there in time? Muki does, but they don't stop them.
They don't.
They may have won the fight, but they lost the Drake.
Yeah, but if they get these kills, it's a fine trade. It's a matter of can they get the kills. They're going to try. There's a lot of people there. They're going for a dive. The stun comes out, and so does the stopwatch. A great ulti there by great charge by Alistar. Collins going to come out, and it's going to force Mary to retreat, although they have taken down 2. So 2 for nothing. Well, 2 for an Ocean Drake. That's an okay trade. I'll take that.
Yeah, Marietta almost with a 9k gold lead here. Right now we have a 7k gold lead.
Yeah, we just now hit the 20-minute mark. That's what I was saying earlier about trying to win the game at 15-20 minutes. Like, they haven't officially won, but they are so far ahead, it is their game to lose.
Alistar's gonna get punished here. There's no way. Yeah.
Yeah, we see, like, Yuki's at 5-1-16. There's a reason why Ari is her one trick.
Marietta is just, I mean, 20 minutes in with 24 kills. This is very dominant right now.
Gotcha.
We're going to see a little bit of trading going on here in top lane. Although Lygo might have bitten off more you can chew. He's going to try to get away. He tried to dash through the wall, but did not quite connect. Rayleigh is there, though. Will he avenge his comrade? He'll get 1. I don't think he's going to get 2, though.
Support as well. Good kills coming on the side of Waldorf. Waldorf needs to win a fight. They need to, if they can take a good team fight along with maybe Baron here, they can turn the tide of this game. But they also need to start getting some towers. And Joku, he's on it. He wants to get that tower. Put them up at 2 towers. Close the gap just a bit.
No, what they need to do if they come back to this game, they have to go for picks. If they go for a 5v5 team fight, they're not going to win. But if they can pick off Lyco, if they can pick off Relic, if they can pick off any one, then that's how they're going to come back into this.
They were doing really good. The Alistar punishing Maxi Boo's Leona in the bot lane quite a bit at the beginning of the game, but Marietta just adapted and recovered.
Right, well the problem is all the other laners are very strong. You take out the support, the support isn't going to do a whole lot of damage. I mean, Maxi's definitely been able to set up the stuns, but definitely going to have to try to take out some carries. And now we're going to see the Sun come out and a big fight coming out. And they do get the pick off of Malphite, and they're going to be charging in. There's the knockup. Rayleig's going to have to stopwatch this, or use his Zhonya's. And right now it's a 3v2, although 4-4 Waldorf have gone down. Actually, it's an ace.
A whole team wipe on the side of Marietta.
Yeah, Brimstone coming in with a triple kill. They're pinging out for the inhibitor. They're going to go for Baron, but Rayleigh's like, no. Let's go straight for the inhibitor. I don't think it's going to be enough to close out the game, but they can't at least get the inhibitor for it.
One inhibitor turret, better than no inhibitor turrets. Should claim the first mid inhibitor as well, but Waldorf is respawning, so they do have to retreat. On half HP, that's what they're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, they only get about half, so they're gonna have to retreat. Ocean Drake's gonna be up in 40 seconds, so we do see everyone trying to get in position, establishing vision control. See, Alistar's gonna get charmed, but yeah, he's gonna just back away.
Yeah, they're setting up for the Ocean Drake right now. Yep. They want to deny ward off this Ocean Drake.
Well, I think it's Waldorf. I'm trying to pronounce it correctly.
Waldorf? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, the L comes before the D.
The Ocean Drake is hopping into the match. Waldorf does not want to give Marietta this, but they're not really in a position to take a fight. A lot of the fights they have been taking have not gone good for them lately.
Yeah, Colin comes out, tries to take it.
They take the Ocean Drake and just sweep through Waldorf.
Yeah, they're kind of split right now, but it's forcing them to retreat. And that might be enough to try to push them, because by retreating, if they take him out, that might be enough to secure the inhibitor and maybe even close out the game. Maybe. Oh, they are trying to re-engage, but the rest of Marietta is going to collapse.
Yeah, once these two fall, they're gonna take this Nexus. They're gonna take this inhibitor. I don't know if they can get the Nexus yet. Four members of Waldorf are about to respawn in.
They're gonna be.
Maybe go for another inhibitor? I feel like.
I think they can get at least that tower. And maybe the inhibitor. They're gonna go for the inhibitor.
They might get this inhibitor.
And they need to back out after that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they got it. Oh, wait. They're taking a team fight here? Nah.
No, they're gonna back away. This is a good move. So at this point, they just need to get back into the jungle, back out, buy up, and maybe start saying for Bear, or even just pushing with the super minions, because now they have super minions going in 2 lanes. That's gonna put a lot of pressure on Waldorf.
Minutes into the match. Waldorf, I don't feel like they're in a position to take the Baron. I think they need to take the Baron, but I don't think they're in a position to take the Baron.
No, the only way they're gonna have to win a team fight to be able to do that. They're gonna have to take out Relic and at least one other to have a shot.
Right, there is a 10k gold deficit between the teams right now.
But the other problem is they can't really start up the Baron because there are super minions going 2 lanes. If they ignore the super minions, the minions themselves can take out Nexus towers, and then if they take out the Nexus towers, the super minions can finish the Nexus. I have seen games won and lost because of the minions alone. So this is going to be a free Baron for yes. This is going to be a free Baron for Marietta, so they should be able to grab it and then just ride the super minion wave to finish the game.
Yep, and I believe that is exactly
what they're
going to do.
Actually, this is exactly what they're not going to do. They're going to go rotate up the top lane where there are no super minions and push that lane down instead.
I wonder why.
This is textbook. I mean, it's usually the strategy, like if you were to write a textbook on how to win a game of League of Legends, is you start with the outer turrets first, get those down, then all the inner turrets, and then the inhibitor turrets. Like, you make sure that all 3 lanes are balanced. You don't want one lane that's out of balance. So that's why they're trying to come down here and get that 3rd inhibitor.
That is true.
Yeah, it's not a form of BM. It's just kind of the textbook. How do you go about securing the win? It's the proper procedure. In a game like this where... Yeah, go ahead.
Waldorf has... With Marietta wanting to... They want to take a fight here. They have Baron buff. There's no way they can lose. Waldorf has to punish something, get 1 pick, and snowball that into a team fight win. But it is not looking like that, as with this Baron buff and super minions coming down the bottom lane, Marietta is looking to seal the deal on this first match of this semester.
Yeah, well, technically it's the second match. They did play last week against Indiana Tech, and they did fall 0-2. But it looks like Marietta's going to be able to take this one 2-0 themselves. They're going to jump in. This may be the final fight. Brimstone takes out Relic. Although Aaron is going to fall, so it's a 1-for-1. Relic's going to have to flash away.
This is Waldorf's time to punish and get it. They need to pick off Relic, or this fight is going to turn back into the hands of Marietta as they take down the Nexus turret. And probably will go into the Nexus next.
The Baron empowered minions are just too strong, and they're able to take out the turrets, and now it's just the Nexus. And there you have it, folks. Marietta, yeah, Marietta takes the series 2-0. So let's get that final score up on the screen. There we go. Yeah, congratulations to the Pioneers for a very strong win. In fact, let's take a look at some stats here. So in that game, Relic finished 10-2-19 for his KDA. For his kill deaths and assists. Miyuki finished 11-1-22. And even Brimstone finished very strong at 11-1-9. So just kills all around. So I think it was 38-14 for kills, 93 assists among everyone on the team. And that just showed that when they were fighting and going for kills, that they were grouped up. They were all working together. So I know we were talking before in game 1 about which team plays more as a team. And we saw here in this game, Marietta played better as a team and individually.
Definitely. Good, strong start to the... Is this a GLEC match?
No, this is a C-Law match, Collegiate League of Legends. So this is the tournament that's organized by Riot Games.
So technically their second game of C-Law this semester.
Correct. So they're 1-1 in C-Law.
Not bad, not bad.
No, it'll be 4 more matches. I think there's 6 matches in C-Law, and then there'll be a playoff. Now, I think we have to win out if we want to make it to the main playoffs. Otherwise, we would go to the Teemo Cup. And the Teemo Cup's not bad. I mean, you can win some Riot points if you do that. So we'll see. So that means next Saturday we will go up against a 1-1 team, and we'll know either Monday or Tuesday who that is. It is a round robin Swiss, so you always play against a team that has the same win-loss ratio as you, at least within reason. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. So thank you all for watching. 33 people are viewing, so that is much appreciated. Like I said before, we definitely want to try to hit partner status. So we love to try to get more people to watch what we're doing. So we're going to be doing more broadcasts if we can. We try to throw in some like individual streams of people just playing games on here, but a lot of opportunities will open up if we're able to hit partner status. So we're definitely going to give that a try for this semester. But we need to stream more, get more people watching. So for all the latest updates, please be sure to follow us on social media. So on Twitter, we're at Marietta Esports. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/Marietta Esports. We have Instagram.com/Marietta Esports. Follow us on Twitch here. So thank you for those who have followed and subbed. You can watch all of our broadcasts on the YouTube channel. So that is bit.ly/Marietta Esports. But yeah, thank you all for watching. We do have one more match for you. It is not today. It is actually going to be tomorrow. Our League of Legends team will be playing against Lourdes University in the GLEC. That will be at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. So if you want to see some more League of Legends action, please be sure to come back tomorrow afternoon. So from all of us here, thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.